Alright, so my topic is livestock influencing the world. So the background is that livestock farming is a process of raising domesticated animals in an agricultural environment to put them into work and labor and also to produce commodities. Climate change is a long-term shift pattern in global or regional is a long-term shift in global and or regional climate patterns, which sometimes influences into global warming or rising sea levels. And pollution is when contaminants are introduced into an environment where it creates harmful products that will negatively impact that environment. And some fun facts that I would like to share is that livestock farming is actually the leading source of the top 3 greenhouse gas emissions, including carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, and methane. Livestock farming water consumption ranges from 34 to 76 trillion gallons yearly, and includes for both the meat production and the dairy production. And that the United States are one of the top meat consuming countries in the world, along with Australia and Brazil. I will later explain why I chose this fact to go along with the rest. So my research question was, how does the livestock farming affect the world? And my thesis answers the question. It says that it affects the world throughout our humanity and throughout the environment and pollution and climate change. Why does this matter? Because in humanity, we depend on the livestock to provide us with the food to supply for our bodies and nutrients. The environment, it serves as a home and a food source to wildlife and diversity because it will decrease it among wildlife, which will affect different food chains and food webs. But altogether, the production of the meat production and the dairy production, it would actually determine how our future may look like for us and for the animals and plants. So livestock farming provides the meat and dairy for our health and impacts the job opportunities. It plays major important roles in developing countries such as China and India, but sometimes in a good way and a bad way because it can increase the income, but it can also limit the job opportunities because it's so much going on, because it is increasingly rapidly growing each minute of each day. And it also, for the rural farmers and producers, they're under a lot of pressure from health authorities because they have to make sure that the meat and the dairy meet the standard food safety requirements to make sure they're able to go into the global marketplace. And also that meat and dairy are linked to health issues, especially such as beef, poultry, and eggs. And according to Dr. Haramuni, who is co-editor of a recent article that I read in the Stanford University, saying that our intake of protein comes from animal-based foods. So it's important that we don't overconsume because it will lead to the health issues such as heart disease, pathogenic avian influenza, and other chronic conditions. However, in a recent study, it showed that in Kenya, that children have a positive association between their physical growth and protein intake because it helps them with the cognitive function and also with the academic performance in school. The meat industry affects the climate change and pollution. Meats, including such as beef, pork, and chicken, contributes the most greenhouse gas emissions. And according to an article posted by the Guardian magazine, that both, especially the meat and the dairy production, uses 83% of farmland, which emits 58% of greenhouse gas emissions, and approximately 57% of water and land pollution, because forests are mainly clearing out, and they use about 56 million acres just to feed the cows and only to make the crops and the meat production for humans. And also animal waste and fertilizer. More likely, cow manure is 7 to 9 times greater than that of humans, which causes much more damage and is a top polluter for land and water in the U.S., but also in other countries, including China, India, and Denmark. The runoff from the farms causes water pollution, especially the bacteria and the virus that are inside it, because it could run off into the lakes and streams that can contaminate the water systems and also the aquatic life. Dairy production also causes pollution and climate change because as we keep evolving, the dairy industry is a very globalized industry because according to the World Wildlife Fund, about 270 million cows are used to produce milk. It also plays key roles in population growth, rising incomes, but also in westernized and urbanized diets in countries of China and India. Also, cow manure also produces the greenhouse gas emissions, as it was said earlier, because it most likely takes place during the feeding process, the enteric fermentation, and the manure management. Water pollution and land degradation, according to the World Wildlife Fund, will take place if these are poorly managed because it requires lots of water and fertilizer to feed the crops and animals, which can also damage the water resources. So for my solutions and limitations, the World Wildlife Fund is partnering up with organizations and dairy farmers to help improve the practices and techniques to make sure that all factories of producing the milk have sustainable performances that will transform them. Another solution is that according to the National Resources Defense Council or the NRDC, is that they suggest alternative foods and beverages that will help decrease or lower the greenhouse gas emissions. Because we can't go back. All we have to do is move forward. So they suggested that we should start consuming plant-based milks, organic products, or vegetarian/vegan diets that also can be health-wise for us. And also another solution is that to have meetings where different countries can adopt policies with incentives for better practices focusing on the land conservation and the water and fertilizer usage for the meat productions as well. And this was also offered by Dr. Harold Mooney, who's a co-editor of one of my articles used for my sources. And he's a biology professor at Stanford University. And another thing is that the limitations would be lack of interest because not many people would actually care for it, even though they might post it on social media saying that they would care for it. And it will also be expensive because it requires lots of money to start producing the different techniques and plans and blueprints for certain techniques. And my conclusion is that the livestock industry is affecting our world throughout our humanity and environment throughout pollution and climate change because they release the greenhouse gas emissions into our atmosphere and our ozone layer, which affects us because if it continues to decrease, it will cause UV ultraviolet rays to burst through the ozone layer and cause radiation, which also increases the chances of climate change and pollution and threaten the future for humanity and possible near extinction of animals, which will affect us and our systems. Thank you. These are my sources.